Let's dive into some of the drama. You and Jody both find yourself in Larsa's crosshairs.
It was just attack after attack after attack, like mean text after mean text. What did I do to deserve that?
I've always had Lisa's back, but it's fine, it's all good. You know what's so great about those tables? They turn.
Do you see her side any differently now all these months later, or are you still in the feelings you were in when you filmed it?
I'm still in the feelings, and I'll tell you why. They broke up several times and got back together. So I didn't even know that they broke up the final time until I saw it in the news. She didn't tell me like she said. I have text messages, I have receipts, I have phone records. Like, literally there was no communication, like they broke up. I didn't hear about it. I heard about it before. I even left, a real party for one of the breakups. But yeah, it's not the way she says. And I wasn't hanging out with Marcus. And you can't expect Jody and Marcus to completely cut off their relationship. They met on the show. They went through this together. They shared this experience.
And it sounds like they have mutual friends, so
do.
that's why they see each other.
They don't even really see each other. That was the reason they saw each other, because they have mutual friends. So Jody ended up going to a place and Marcus was there. And he took a selfie, and that's it. End of story. It really should not have gotten to where, I have all the women saying, you gotta unfollow him, do this, do that. But at that point, it got so nasty that I just don't want to be ordered around. I wasn't okay with somebody telling me what to do after they treated me with such disrespect.
Do you think Marcus took that selfie to get under Larsa's skin?
I don't know, because I don't talk to Marcus. I'm not close with Marcus. And Larsa was certainly not telling me anything about their relationship. I think we really hadn't spoken for months before the show started,
Why was that? Why was there distance between you two?
She was doing her own thing. She was traveling, maybe, I don't even know. That's how little I know about what Larsa was doing. So to put that into perspective, she wasn't telling me her whereabouts. We had one phone call about her asking me why I didn't say happy birthday, and I said I did say happy birthday. I texted you happy birthday, and it was a whole thing. And maybe that was her way of starting a problem for a storyline.
So do you think she wanted to make a problem?
Yes, I believe that.
She really goes off on you in that premiere.
You're a horrible friend. Fake ass. Wait. She's a loser. She's a horrible friend. She's crazy. She's always drunk and stupid. And she's a bitch. So you live in Lisa land, by the way, okay? You're stupid.
How does hearing all of that make you feel?
I think that she's delusional. And it was very, very disappointing to see that. I've never in my life ever had a friend or a friend that I'm even having a little bump in the road with, ever speak to me like that. That's not a friend. In my house at my boyfriend's birthday, I've seen her go after all of the women. She went after Nicole, went after Guerdy, went after Julia, went after Marisol in season 1, even Alexia last reunion. So I was on the back of my head, when is it my turn?
And here we are.
And here we are.
She then goes off on Jody.
I think Jody likes my ex's last name more than he likes the person.
And
I think he kisses ass a lot.
That's rich coming from her. I haven't seen a social ladder she hasn't climbed.
So where do you stand with her right now, June 2025?
Not great.
Was there any rebuilding that was done?
At the end of the day, I want to love Larsa. She was a good friend. We were good friends. We weren't I don't think we were best friends, because best friends hold a lot of weight for me.
You're my best friend. You were with me at all times.
And I think she throws the word best friend around way too loosely. I mean, you can count how many, I don't know how many best friends she has, but everyone is her BFF. For me, that's not a word I like to throw around, So I would like us to get to a better place, but I don't know if it will ever be the same. Lines were crossed.
How has this changed how you view her and a friendship with her moving forward?
It makes me a little apprehensive to, you know, tell her anything really personal about my life. Or I don't know if she's gonna use that against me. Or, you know, use something that she's done for me and weaponize that to make me feel like she owns me. That's how I feel.
In the women's dissecting of what's happening between you and Larsa, there is, I think Alexia says, well, Lisa, you don't really reach out to anybody unless we're filming.
Lisa never picks up the phone to none of us.
That's another very incorrect statement. I can show you all the text messages and phone communication with me, Alexia, Adriana. Look, the show was on hiatus for 8 years. We were hanging out for those 8 years. Adriana, myself, Alexia. Larsa wasn't in that or anywhere to be seen. They weren't friends with her, so I find it comical that all of a sudden they're like super close when that was never the case before.
Out of all the people that could have joined the group,
The fact that she actually dated Anthony.
there have to be some similarities if the same man liked us both.
She's petite, you petite. She got a plane, you got a plane.
Mine's kind of big.
We've got some new blood this season. Stephanie, it's gonna take a few episodes for us to meet her, I
Yeah.
think. But what does she bring to the table? What does she add to this group?
She brings so much to the table. I love her in this group. I think she's really misunderstood. She's super rich. She has this gigantic jet. She's super over the top. She has maybe like every Birkin that's known to man. She's super fashionable. She's very funny.
Why would you
And she's bossy.
Why do you say she's misunderstood?
Because I think her persona on Instagram, people like to judge you by what you post and what you say, and it's very over the top. It's like all luxury and things, and she loves those things, but there's also like a softer side to her that I've gotten to know and love, and I think that that's not all who she is. That's why I think she's misunderstood.
She fills to an extent a Dr. Nicole-sized hole that was left by Nicole.
No one can fill Dr. Nicole hole. Wait.
Except Anthony. Oh no, that's a bad joke.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant.
But we are missing Dr. Nicole this season. We're gonna get a little cameo from her, I think.
I'm so sorry, Dr. Nicole, if that airs. Didn't mean it like that. Like, no one can fill her spot. She is amazing. I want her back.
Do you think she'll come back?
Maybe, you never know. I don't think it's completely off the table. I think that rightfully so, she wanted to take the time to be with her newborn baby. Those moments you can never get back.
She was the person though in the group who would call people on their stuff and hold people accountable.
Yes.
So without her there, has anybody taken up that responsibility?
I think I definitely do that. Alexia does that. I think everyone is doing that. I think everyone has got the memo. I think as the seasons go on and the friendships and the relationships get stronger and even more difficult, that people just take the gloves off. They're ready. They're like, okay, I've been through this. This is not my first rodeo. And they're more comfortable.
So with distance between you and Larsa, who is the person you turn to now for a sounding board for advice in this group?
Adriana and Guerdy.
Oh, that's a little unexpected.
Guerdy was a shock for me also, because we had a rough,
Yeah.
rocky relationship last year, and she's really proven to be a good friend.
So was Guerdy the surprise of the season for you, or
Yes.
is that okay?
Yeah, it was very surprising, and I love her. I think she's a terrific person.